name is Shannon Nix and I play softball here at Upper Iowa. I'm originally from Plato, Minnesota. I'm currently here majoring in business administration with minors in communications and marketing, and I play for the Shield. I actually found Upper Iowa because my older brother attended here before I did, and so he played football here first, and when I started the college search, he said, I think you need to look at it. I really think you're gonna like it there, and I went for it, and so that came down and visited, and then decided that this was a place for me. It was a tough decision. I was between two schools, and Upper Iowa is very new in a lot of senses, so we have some great things offered here, brand new buildings, brand new school buildings, especially the School of Business, which is what I was going to be going into. So I loved that it was brand new, the dorms, everything, and the small town feel. I came from a very tiny town, smaller than Fayette, and so to know that everybody here was very similar to that, and the size was definitely a big factor. Oh, definitely my parents. My dad was a big one, I played 3 sports in high school, but softball was definitely like above and beyond. It was my favorite by far. I, excelled at it the most, so it was great. I really think my dad, though, is the one that pushed me to be, just keep working, get in the cages, and, work harder, and he was definitely the one. I was a little different, so I walked on, and so I got to actually be with her in person when she offered me a spot, so it was incredible. I was so happy, to know that what you've worked for is now going to be reality. It's great. I mean, there's nothing better than, that day was one that will, forever be in my memory. Well, I was a 3-sport athlete, so I would say that basketball would have been my next decision. With that, I was not much of a scorer. I didn't throw a lot of points down, but definitely a good defender. I really enjoyed it in high school. We had a pretty good team, and we, one game from state 2 years in a row, so it made it pretty fun. So I guess that would have been my backup if this wasn't it. Hands down, without a doubt, winning the conference tournament my sophomore year. There's nothing better than being on a team that fought 17 innings or so against a team and then came back and won the second game to win the conference championship, first time in history, and then to go to regionals on top of that. Those 2 weeks were just outstanding. It was so fun to be a part of it, and we have a ring to show for it, so it's great. I would say I grew up on a dairy farm. That's probably things that a lot of people don't know. I don't talk about it anymore because we moved off the farm. But yeah, that's where I grew up, so worked hard. So really excited. The PAC, the Peacock Arts and Athletic Center, opened in December, right before Christmas. So it was great. We got to come and get some cuts in, and then it's helping us more as a team than I ever thought. We used to have to practice at odd times with baseball and softball. Would have to go whenever they could get in to the rec center without taking the time away from other people and other teams. So we would go at just odd hours, and it was very hard on us. As athletes, it's very hard to constantly be waking up at 4:30 in the morning, or for the boys, be waking up, or practicing from 9 to midnight. That was very hard on them. So this building has given us the opportunity to have normal set hours and have a normal practice time. It gives us the opportunity also to come in at any point in time during the day. I mean, we can come in if there's nobody practicing here, we can come in and get extra cuts, and it's going to help us grow as a team. I know if I was struggling, I can come in and just get some extra cuts by myself with nobody else around. I don't have to be in the rec center anymore, and have the chance of other people watching me or whatever that may be. It also gives us that privacy of just being able to be as a team in this area. I know it'll also help golf because they struggled. They didn't have the opportunity to have a cage all the time because we were in there. And so there's always that give and take of where, we all had to share something, and now we have our own, which is going to help us tremendously. I know being on the turf is great, and it's been a great opportunity since it's been open. So I plan to move back home and get a job somewhere around the Twin Cities area, somewhere in fundraising and event planning, that kind of stuff. Upper Iowa gave me the opportunity to do a full-time internship while also remaining a college athlete. I did one here at the university, and I've been able to do many special projects that I wouldn't have been able to do at a bigger institution. I just wouldn't have had the time. My coach has been wonderful. She's worked with me, especially with my internships, as well as allowing me to do special projects along with the softball team to help grow and get myself more experience. So it's definitely something that I've appreciated here.